Alright. Welcome back to Toy Hunters or Russ. I'm your host, Divney. And also, welcome back to the last part of this Rampage review, part 7. So, we got the Raging Cajun Gambit. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying these videos, because I know I have. So, here we have it, Remy LeBeau. So, if you want to read the bio, there you go. Pause it if you want. Here's the artwork on the side. Pretty much on the bottom. Yeah. I don't know how it works. Yeah, let's do another comparison. Hold on. Okay, but first let's crack this guy open before I do the comparison. Pretty much is the only figure that did not come with a back piece. If only they could have given us, I don't know, maybe extra hands or perhaps an extra head. But no, by all means, just give us a figure without anything. Out of here. So who out there smells dirt figures? I don't know, the smell of new plastic always gets me. See, they found another use for that, what do you call it, the bullseye effect. Just like with Ronin, he had shurikens on it, throwing stars for not the educated ones, for the non-educated. Alright. Right. So there you have it. So once again, we get to see this Nick Fury coat. I don't know how many times they're gonna keep using it. The answer is probably gonna be like how many Marvel characters are out there, right? So that they can use it. So right away, let's take a look at the accessories. And over here we have this thing. Supposedly it's a card. Okay, let me see if I can get it in focus. That's the best I can do. But very much you're not missing anything. It's just like a very bland piece of plastic because it has no detail whatsoever on the card. Like the Marvel Select, all his cards had details. Like you could tell it was an ace of spades and stuff like that. This one, nada. Pretty much bland. Like, okay. And then for the hand, it's got the whip effect. And again, the cards, zero detail. Just bland. Is he throwing spatulas or cards? Or he's got fingers, he's got spatulas for fingers. I guess the world will never know. Yeah, I mean, they use this as an extra hand for that, for a card holding hand. See, like this. See, and that's supposed to be, oh, he's holding a card, but the card has no effect. I'm probably gonna have to, I don't know, paint it or something, do something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And he came with his staff. Pretty boring gray plastic with some molded detail. That's it, pretty much. What else could I ask for, right? The thing that bugs me the most with this, with the use of this coat, is that he can never bring down his arms like to his waist, to his hip, you know, close to his hip. So he's stuck forever on that pose. There's no room. He cannot even lift his arm sideways or anything. It's just there forever. And for comparison, of course, I just digged out my Toy Viz Gambit, which I'm blown away because he's actually very small. In comparison, he's probably like, I thought he was 6 inches, but no, I guess he was like 5.5. I think I do see like half an inch, probably 3/4 of an inch. Oh yeah, he's lower. But from this guy, you know, he's got a cloth for a coat. You know, it's not the best, but geez, I mean, look at that. Comparison, he can do this. He didn't have extra hands, but he had articulated hands. See, same thing with the other hand. Yeah, but you can tell like the color on the chest are different. This one's brighter, this one's more dull. For the legs though, it's almost the same. Almost the same. I wonder. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for an updated version of Gambit. But anyway, the future is now, old man. So right away, I mean, it's your standard issue Nick Fury coat, and now this time we get it in brown. Nice sculpting to the head, the hair. I don't know if you can even appreciate it on the camera, but his eyes are not entirely red. You can see like a little black dot for the iris. They give it a little bit of wash on his chin for a beard or goatee, and then his mustache, I guess, like a 5 o'clock shadow. So that's good. And then they actually sculpted some detail right here to this piece on the chest. For the torso, it's not painted, it just looks like pearlescent burgundy, or I don't know, fuchsia color. No, what would this color be? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with fuchsia color, like hot pink. Is it hot pink? I don't want to say this wrong, but yeah, it's just pearlescent color. And then yeah, this is the teal color, I believe. They added it throughout the pants as well. Shiny, metallic, and then the same thing for the legs, like metallic teal color. Looks nice, sculpted legs. I like that. Anything that's sculpted, if they add detail to it, is also always a plus. Right. Let's take a look at the articulation. Even though, like I said, it's very limited. See on this side, he's almost down there, but on this side, just doesn't go anywhere near. Or probably mine is just not yet. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. It was just stiff, I guess. Yeah, but there we have it. So it's on a hinge, but it goes about that high. Bicep swivel right there. Hinge, single jointed elbows. The hands are on a peg, but they're not. Oh yeah. Again, it's that sideways, like the Jubilee. See? The hinge, but it's sideways. And this one has it the other way. The standard issue, up and down. Yeah, not bad. Here. Now we got an ab crunch. Head is on the ball peg. He can look fairly high. How about looking down? He can look down pretty low. And that ab crunch. Rotation on the hip. Standing up straight, he can kick fairly high. He can kick fairly high. He's got that upper tight cut. Double jointed knee, cool. rotation right there on the leg, hinge up and down, and then an ankle rocker. So not bad for an updated version of Gambit. I just wish they would have added more detail to the cards, but I guess I'm gonna have to do that myself. It's not too bad. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it could be worse. I guess now my Gambit can actually stand up to the same height as my other Marvel Legends. So that's cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? There you have it. That's the whole wave for Caliban. Build a figure. And as always, it's tradition to do a power ranking from worst to the best. And even though there's not worst, but they could have been better, I'm gonna say that Skullbuster is the loser here. I don't know, they just like, I don't know, for Reavers, I figured that they'd be loaded with weaponry, you know? And for some reason they just feel lazy with that and they left it at very bland figure. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Skullbuster's gonna be the last. And then, yeah, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough from worst to the best. I mean, not the worst, but still, it was like they could have done a little bit better. It's gonna be Blink. You know, she just looks. It's hard to say, but like I feel like they could have done more with her design. Maybe add another. I mean, she teleports, right? She opens one side of the portal to another, from point A to point B. So she opens this portal here. There's got to be a portal somewhere else. So maybe the lack of another piece is just bothering me. That's the only issue I probably have with her. Other than that, she looks nice. Like her face sculpt, it looks nice. The articulation, it works for her. Then the addition of the effect and then those little crystals for her that she can hold, that's perfect for her. And then from that, we're gonna move on to, jeez, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Weapon X. Why Weapon X? Because I don't know, it just feels it's just another Wolverine. They just added a little bit more accessories and gave us a Wolverine on Speedo, and then they just added a little bit more accessories. It's just another Wolverine. And then from that, we're gonna have to go to Forge. Forge is not bad, but yeah, he's not lacking much, but perhaps some extra head. I don't know, like I remember from Days of Future Past, he was fighting, so I don't know, like, you know, kind of like a battle screen face, and then some extra hands. Like if you're trying to do a diorama and you want to put him like behind a computer, I don't know, relaxed hands or something. That would have been nice. And then from there, we're gonna have to go with Jubilee. Jubilee was long overdue. I mean, we had that Build-A-Figure. Yeah, with Jubilee we had the Build-A-Figure from the Toys R Us Marvel Legends wave that had Magneto, Storm, and all those other characters. But she was very inaccessible. First of all, you could never find it on Toys R Us. And then second, people just asking way too much online. But so happy to finally put a Jubilee with my X-Men. That's always awesome. And but she looks straight up out of the comics, you know, 80s, 90s, Jim Lee. Well, what do you call it? Like incarnation, I guess. Nice take. And you know, they added the extra head with the bubble gum, and then two visors for some reason. Although I kind of wish that they would have given us, you know, blast effects, or, you know, she does have like those firework blasts. So if they could have given us a little bit of effects, that would have been nice, but it is what it is. And then from there, we're gonna have to go with Gambit, because Gambit, obviously, a lot of they're reusing a lot of parts from another I mean, how many times are we gonna see that Fury coat? So that's that, and pretty much the cards are very bland. They have no detail. I don't know, it just bothers me a lot, but nonetheless, it's good to have an actual 6-inch Gambit instead of that Toy Biz one. Plus the Toy Biz looks really outdated, so I'm happy with this one. Again, you know, we're going from bad to worse, but there's no really worse figures than this, and I'm really happy for this entire wave. And for the #1 spot, it's got to go for Beast, mainly because it's a new mold. They added a lot of things, but at the same time they took out a lot of things. So my main beef is that they should have given us like a more relaxed Hank McCoy, you know, face, like with reading glasses, because most of the time he's just chilling, you know, reading a book, and over here they're giving us the screaming face. Even though I know I've seen that face in, you know, portrayal of the figure. I've seen it in a comic book before, so he is comic book accurate. There's nothing wrong there. But you know, they should have given us an extra head and, you know, more relaxed version of Hank McCoy. And totally love that the fact that they gave us a butterfly joint for this big body, and then the double jointed elbows. That's always a plus. And that new waist joint there, the new ab crunch, that's sweet. The lack of hip rotation is kind of bothersome, but not a game changer, not a deal breaker, I should say. And then they added the toy hinge, so that's just awesome. But anyway, that's just my take, and I hope you guys like this Rampage review. I mean, I did talk about the 7 figures in one go, and I did this for you guys. So if I really appreciate if you leave me some feedback, you know, and hit the like button if you did like it, or dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe if you like to, and you know, that's just my take. I really hope you guys liked it, and I really do appreciate anybody that has watched my content so far. Thank you very much for now. Coming up next, we're going to talk about Caliban. That's going to be the last video, part 8. I know I said 7, but now it's going to be part 8 because I got to put them together, right? And I got to talk about Caliban. Can't leave them out. But anyway, so stay tuned for that one, okay? So thank you very much for your time. I'm your host, Ibni. You were watching Toy Hunters R Us. See you guys on the next one. Peace.